Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel. So I am back with the solution of CBSE 2020 question paper of computer science, question number 2. First part is write the name of the immutable data objects from the following: list, tuple, string, dictionary. So obviously you know the answer very well, it is tuple and string. Next part, write a Python statement to declare a dictionary named class role with keys as 1 to 3 and corresponding values are Reena, Rakesh, Zareen respectively. So as you know how to write the statement to create a dictionary. Okay, so this is going to be the answer. Okay, so out of 1 to 4, which one is the correct data type for the variable vowels? So you can see that the vowels, all the elements are enclosed in parenthesis, therefore it is a tuple. Okay, now what is the output of the following Python code? The output is, now why is it so? Because the range function returned the values as 2, 4 and 6, because the starting value is given as 2, the last value is given at 7 and the skip factor is given as 2. So therefore the value will be 2, 4 and 6. Next question. What is the output of this code? Now here the concept of global variable and local variable comes into force. Okay, inside the function update there is a variable x, whereas there is a variable x outside the function also. Okay, but the x equal to 20 value will not be reflected anywhere inside the function. Okay, because it is global value and we have not used that value inside by using the keyword global. So x remains local in the update function. So the output remains x equal to 25 because of the call of the update statement, and since the value of x has not changed globally, therefore x remains 20. Differentiate between R and W file modes used in Python using suitable examples. So R mode, we know it is used to open a file in read mode. Okay, and W mode is used to open a file in the writing mode. Okay, now a pie chart is to be drawn using PyPlot to represent pollution level of cities. Write appropriate statements in Python to provide labels for the pie slices as the name of the city and the size of each representing the corresponding pollution as per the following table. Okay, so from matplotlib import pyplot as plt, import numpy as np, city equal to, okay, a list is taken, right, then pollution corresponding values are taken, plt.py pollution comma labels equal to city, plt.show. So you can see this is the output of the code. Okay, now the next one. From matplotlib import pyplot as plt, month equal to this, marks equal to this, plt.bar months comma marks, plt.show. So here the output is simply a bar diagram, a bar chart. Okay. Next is write a function show words in Python to read the contents of a file notes.txt and display the entire content in capital letters. For example, if the file contains, this is a test file, then the function should display it as This is the test file, all in capital letters. Okay. So what is going to be the solution? You can pause the video here and try the solution, and then you can continue. Okay. So let us see what is the solution. Okay. So def show word file equal to open notes.txt. I have not taken any file mode because by default it is R only, and we have to read only the text files. Okay. Then text equal to file.read, entire content of the file has been loaded into a string called as text, and then I have printed text.upper. So what the upper function does is it will change into uppercase or and the entire string. Next one, write a function to read the contents of a file and display only those lines which have exactly 5 words. Okay. For example, this is a sample file. The file contains many sentences but needs only sentences which have only 5 words. So the function should display the output as this is a sample file. The file contains many sentences. Okay. So the solution will be like def show words with open, okay, as file, while true, line equal to file dot read line. If length of the line is 0, then break, else L equal to line dot split. So what I am doing here is I am opening the file with the open command so that I don't have to close the file. Okay, and moreover any cleaning action is there, that will automatically be done. Okay, then I am going into an infinite loop because I want to read the file line by line. Okay, and when the read line operation fails, when it will fail? It will fail when we reach to the end of the file. At that time read line operation will fail. So it will return a string of 0 length. So that is what I am checking. If len of line equal to 0 means I am checking whether we have reached to the end of the file or not. If we have reached, then break. Otherwise, that line is splitted to form a list of words. Then it is checked if the length of that list is 5, then we are printing the line. Okay. So this is the code. I hope you understand. Okay. So now write a recursive function in Python to return the sum of first n natural numbers. Now I may tell you that this year for 2020-21 batch, recursion is removed from the syllabus. Okay. So the solution is if n is less than equal to 1, return n, otherwise return n plus some num n minus 1. This is a recursive function. Okay. Or write a recursive function in Python power x comma n to return x raised to the power n where x and n are non-negative integers. The solution is def power x comma n as asked in the question. If n equals to 1, then we have to return x. Otherwise, return x into power of x into n minus 1. Power of x and n minus 1. So here is the recursive case. Right? Now the last part of this question. Write the functions in Python for push and pop for performing push and pop operation with a stack of list containing integers. Okay. Now the next part of this question is on Q. So here I will clarify one doubt that in the syllabus it is given clearly that the question will be from stack as well as queue, but the student has to do only one. Okay. So it is your wish whether you want to study both or you want to study one, right? But the question will be having in 2021 question will be having a choice. So def push s of list, okay, value equal to int input, enter the number you want to push. Why I have taken as int? Because see, why I am taking here int, because the list containing integers, okay. Then list dot append val, right. This list will, since it is a function, so the list in a global scope will be taken as a empty list, then it can be, okay, then return. Although return statement is not necessary, but still. Similarly, pop val equal to list dot pop, print the popped value is val. So this is a very simple program for push and pop. Write function in Python for insert queue and for remove queue, for performing insertion and removal operation with a queue of list containing name of the student. So here we have to use a string. In the previous case we have used integer, but now we are going to use string. So again, def insert queue names, val equal to input, enter the name you want to insert, names dot append val, then return, okay. Remove. Now what we have done, we have used the function pop bracket 0. So when we are giving index to the pop function, it will remove that particular value only, otherwise it will remove the first value, okay. So thanks for watching this video. Very quickly I will be solving question number 3, 4 and 5, and I will be uploading them as well. Please continue watching. Thank you very much.